Hey everybody, welcome. This is Don Lanning. I just spent a week here working with students in Lille, France, and we've had such an amazing time. I wanted to share some of the artwork with you. I also want to thank Richard Masson for making this opportunity possible. Come on and check out this art. Come on. Oh, let's start here. Oh, let me have you look in the camera. I want you to introduce yourself, say your name, and show us your contact information.
So I'm Hélène, and I'm a teacher at Act Academy. I teach SFX and sculpture. At the masterclass with Don.
Yeah, look at this. Isn't this wonderful? Well, what character? I'm going to move your light around a little bit so we can take a better look here. What a wonderful character. Listen, did you start with any references for this? How did you get your concept?
Just want a lady, a troll lady.
Okay, a troll lady. Okay. Well, look at all this wonderful compression she has here. You can really see it in the nose. You can feel the skin pushing down. And she came on so strong with the hair. I love the little tiny curls. Look at this. Look at the compression here. The tooth is pushing the lip up. Really wonderful. Well, we can't wait to see what you do next. We're going to be watching you on Facebook.
Yes.
Yeah.
In my Facebook or Instagram.
Yeah, that's wonderful. Well, tremendous work. I so enjoyed working with you.
Thank you.
Yeah, fantastic. Let's move on. Here we go, hon. Look right in the camera and give us your information and introduce yourself.
So, hello, my name is Elodie. I also work in Act Academy. So, for
look at him.
my character, I just saw a picture of old guy, like a puppet guy, and yeah, I'm pretty happy. I'm very happy. Thank you, Don.
He went through a lot of changes. She tried out a lot of different things and came up with just a delightful solution here for our puppet community back in Los Angeles. They're going to love this. This for me. My gosh, you could mold it and you could use the head for a marionette, or you can leave it just as it is, and he's just happy with himself, having a smoke and having his hat at a rakish tilt. I love it. Please hold up your contact information clearly.
So this is my Instagram.
Yeah. Well, and we look forward to seeing what you do next. Yeah, pleasure to work with you. Ah, I love this one. Look at this. Come in close. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hello, I'm Camille Delattre. So I have a degree in Act Academy in the north of France, and I decided to make a sculpture which is not human at all, with an alien body maybe, and a mix between an alien and a bugs.
Yes,
I think.
yes. Well, and she's got such high concept here. This looks like an alien from some other world. My gosh, I love these eyes. Look how she's got the eyes in here with a beautiful tear duct. This is more insectoid here. Can you turn it a little bit and show us your texture? Yeah, she came on with a wonderful original texture there. We just talked a little bit about this, and then she took the idea and ran with it. I love that. It just has a wonderful feeling. Well, these sculptures, you guys, are not quite finished. The class is finished, but everybody's going to go home. They're going to continue to take the lessons and the tools that we experienced here, and they're going to finish these. I can't wait for you to finish this. I want you to post it. And look at these. Look at the attitude and the turn on these. It's just a wonderful design. Anyways, so great to work with you. Absolute pleasure.
Thank you.
What a talent. Yeah, well, this is so wonderful. Please look in the camera and introduce yourself.
Hi, my name is Chloe. I'm a student in Act Academy, and I want to represent all the tree.
Yeah. Well, once again, here we have a situation. She and I only had the chance to really sit down for maybe 30 minutes, and we talked a little bit about theory. We talked a little bit about bark, and she took those conversations and made it her own. This is so beautiful. There's a tradition of people that are mixed with animals, and there's also a tradition of characters like Treebeard from Lord of the Rings, characters that are essentially organic trees, what have you, and this fits right into that world. I love the branches here. This looks like a thorn bush to me, and I love the picking on the nose. That's more of a wood grain, And then she's come on so strong with the vines. It really gives kind of a clothing, if you will, that's organic and just looks wonderful. And for me, most of all, the expression. This is kind of a knowing tree person, if you will. It just is working for me. Do you have a lot of work done in the back, or is it just on the front?
T'as plus travaillé sur le derrière ou sur le devant?
Just on the front, that's fine. Well, when you're finished and when you're all done, we look forward to you posting and showing us on Instagram and Facebook your final sculpture. But this is wonderful, so wonderful. Thank you, what a pleasure. Hey, go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hello, je m'appelle Zoé. Je suis à Act Academy en deuxième année SPFX et j'ai fait une créature qui inspirée de la mythologie.
So her name is Zoe. She's in second year here at Act Academy,
Yeah.
and she created a monster type of creature.
Yeah.
So tell me more about this. Dis-moi en plus.
Come back in here.
Je me suis inspirée d'une créature de la mythologie et j'ai bien aimé faire cette masterclass avec Lanning et j'ai beaucoup aimé travailler sur les expressions du
So
visage.
she liked to do the sculpting of the expression. She said that she inspired herself from mythological creatures, and she really enjoyed this 5 day with them.
Wonderful. Well, we enjoyed working with you for sure. I got to have you turn it around because she's done some beautiful work on the back for the shell. Go ahead and spin around. Yeah, look what you find back there. You find kind of a tortoise shell with an attitude. And she's also got a great texture back there. This is just a really fun thing. This for me is in the family of gremlins. And what a wonderful puppet this would make if you did mold it. Not everybody molds everything, but if she did mold it, she would be able to make perhaps a polyfoam puppet and paint several different versions. I could see him bright red, like a little devil. I could also see him green, and of course more in the family of a tortoise gone wild. But it's just beautiful work. Have you done sculptures like this before?
Est-ce que tu as déjà sculpté avant?
Non.
This is the first one?
Yeah.
Oh, well, I'm so happy for you. And we can't wait to see what you come up with in the future. Keep sculpting. Keep sculpting. They're wonderful. Thank you so much. Here's our young man. Go ahead and look in here and introduce yourself.
Hello, my name is Romain Felino. I am a student in Act Academy. I have tried, comment dire, un sanglier un peu fou?
Like a sort of a pig creature?
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
more-
with a dog. Makes a eye trace with a dog expression.
Cool.
And yeah, this is my first time I tried this technique with Don, and I am so happy because I love this technique.
Yeah, well, you caught on to it so well. We talked about the power of the X and we talked about the fleshy stuff. I want you to pan in on the face and the forehead. You can see all kinds of deep wrinkles and all kinds of power of the X mixed with line work. And that gives it a wonderful feeling of age. Even though it's kind of a smallish body, I feel like he's been alive for a long time
Yeah.
and has a lot of history.
Whole skin, yeah.
Look at the pile up of teeth in here, which I think is just beautiful and brilliant. Now, once again, he's still working and he's going to post when he's done, but he just came on with this 3-fingered hand, which has a lot of power. And I want one of these. I want one of these made out of polyfoam for my studio so I can have one. But once again, he may choose to not mold it, or he may just leave it like this. And because it's oil-based clay, this could sit out for a year or two, and then he could continue sculpting on it. I hope you mold it.
Yeah.
Look at this back here. We got another 3-fingered hand off here. Got great shoulder blades and a wonderful leg design, which is fantastic. We got the extra knuckle back there, which I think is wonderful. It's serious and also playful at the same time for me. And once again, well, I appreciate your work. But fist bump. He's done it. He's done it. Very
Thanks so
good.
much.
Thank you, brother. Let's go on over here. Let me move this light a little bit. Very good. Go ahead and look in the camera and give us your name and your contact information. You can also lift that up and hold it to the camera if you want to.
Hello, I'm Diane. I'm really happy to have doing this masterclass. I've created a demon with a weapon, and it's a great pleasure to have worked with Lanning.
It's my great pleasure. Well,
Thank you.
oh, somebody, well, I love the weapon. The weapon just came on today. And I also love the mixed media. She went ahead and married some material in there for costume. One of the joys of our maquette classes is that we're able to experiment with costume, hair, and all kinds of things that you can't really do in the final makeup or a prosthetic we're able to do in this class. And I appreciate her ingenuity. You came on real strong. And a lot of this stuff just showed up in the last day. Look at this weapon, how nasty this is. Look at the expression, kind of a knowing, evil expression. And I love the little wings. It looks like she could fly across the room and come at you. And that's priceless. Well, we want you to keep sculpting, and we want you to post your stuff, and we're going to be following you on Instagram and Facebook. And it was a pleasure to work with you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
My pleasure. Great, come on in here. Oh, beautiful, ornate, like a jewel, literally. Go ahead and look in here and give us your name and your contact information.
Hello, I'm Alix. I'm a student in ACT Academy 2, and I wanted to create a character, a fantasy character, because I love that, and I love fantastic films, fantastic movies. So I tried to make a melancholic character, a sad character, because she lives alone in the forest in very darkness and humidity forest. So I tried to put this back.
Well, it's fantastic. She also went for some mixed media. She's got some rhinestones in here. She's also got some vegetable matter in there, some natural matter. And I love the eyes. The eyes, though she's not insectoid, to me, I still get an insect eye off of these wonderful rhinestones. Sometimes we paint over these things with clay paint, and sometimes we just let it shine. And it was great that she let it shine. Look at this beautiful little bauble here. Isn't that fantastic? And do you want to give us a profile on it? That would be fantastic. Yeah. Fantastic. Well, what was difficult? Was there anything difficult?
Yes, the expression of the face.
The expression of the face.
Yeah, was a bit difficult because I didn't work on this yet.
Right,
So
right.
it was very difficult, but your advices was very important.
Well, I didn't give you much advice. I gave you a little advice on the lips, and of course she went. I sculpted a little demo. She wiped it out, and then went and did her version with her hand, her style and beauty. And there it is. Wonderful. Well, please post when it's completely finished.
Yeah,
and,
you can find it on my Instagram
And you want to take a shot of that? We can lift that up. Okay, just for a second. Wonderful. And we look forward to your future. We're going to be following you. Wonderful, wonderful. Oh, this is just wonderful. Please introduce yourself and say your name and contact.
Hello, my name is Norman Liu, and I make a woman snake for the masterclass.
Can you show your drawing?
Yes.
Sometimes, not all the time in the classes, but sometimes people come in with a little preparation. I love it when we even have a simple drawing or even a stick drawing, because it gives us something to push against. It gives us a little confidence when we start our sculpture. She brought this in, which is beautiful and well realized, and not a simple drawing at all here, but I love this. You can see the idea of the snake cowl, if you will, like a cobra. And, well, the drawing is always a jump-off point. It's a tone thing. It's an idea. And then in the clay, she's able to do so much more. I want to attract your attention to all of this scale work here on the breast. Isn't that beautiful? And, of course, the tongue has come on. She's got a little bit of gloss on the tongue. But the look on the face is fantastic. And for me, the face is like the diamond, and this is the setting that holds the diamond. What a wonderful way to experience a new character. And, well, we want you to keep on sculpting. Very excited about your future. And thank you so much for your hard work. I gotta say, it feels like to me you never got out of your chair. It feels like the whole time you're like this. Anyways, thank you so much. I appreciate you. Come on in here. We got some gore, which I love. A gore person. Here, hold up your hold that up and introduce yourself right into the camera, please.
Hello, my name is Claire. I'm a student at Academy. Je voulais créer une sculpture gore parce que j'aime les films d'horreur et je voulais surtout retransmettre les émotions et c'est ce que j'ai appris grâce à Dom.
She wanted to make a character with a lot of emotions, and she wanted to create something really gore. And with the help of Don, she managed to do that with some tips and tricks.
Look at how nasty that is, and she's got her stitches going in. The expression of sadness is intense, and she's obviously had some trauma on the chest, which to me speaks of them trying to get to the heart, or she's been harmed in some way. I love this piece because it's very sad and it's very intense. These days we do a lot of gore since the Advent, not the Advent, but since Walking Dead and this kind of thing. We bump a lot into scars, cuts, wounds, and so I love that she was able to get in and we were able to talk about wound theory and swelling around the edge. I really had fun talking to you about that through our interpreter here, of course. And well, we also look forward to see what you do in the future. But this also gave her a little bit of a chance to get her feet wet. Let's say she was working on a feature tomorrow. She was able to experience how perhaps to build a cut, a wound that's open. So to go into that theory for her was fun for me, and I hope fun for you.
Yes.
Yeah. Thank you so much. I appreciate your hard work. Yeah. Wonderful. And here's such a wonderful style piece. Look right here and introduce yourself.
Okay, hello, my name is Emily. I'm a student at Academy, and this is my sculpture.
Yeah.
En fait, je voulais faire quelque chose d'assez intense au niveau du visage et très pas humain. Et du coup, j'avais fait un petit dessin pour un peu m'aider au niveau de ce que je voulais faire pour montrer à Don.
She wanted to do something really intense and not really human, so she tried to do something really deep and a deep expression. So she made a reference drawing before coming in. So.
Et il m'a beaucoup appris au niveau des techniques, surtout au niveau du squelette, de la texture.
And she says that she learned a lot about the texture of the chest with the flesh that is torn up.
Et les yeux, c'est aussi une technique de Don, ainsi que les petits rondins.
And the eyes and the little twist on the side were techniques that Dawn gave her during the week.
Et je le remercie beaucoup pour cette masterclass.
And she thanks him very much for this opportunity in the masterclass.
Thank you. It was a pleasure. I got to say one thing about this. She came on with a lot of design elements that, of course, were beautiful, but from the beginning, she always had this wonderful expression because of the flow of the eyes and because of the almond shape of the eyes and because of the dissatisfaction of the anger in the mouth. I always got a little bit of a kind of a Japanese mask, if you will. And then she came on with all these beautiful design elements and accents and just knocked it right out of the park. So I know, because I spoke to her, I know that this is her first sculpture like this, and we're just very excited for you. You have a great sense of design and a great sense of what's going on here as far as this character. So we're going to be following you, and we'll see you in the future. Okay, thank you. Come on over. Look right here and give us your information. You can hold that up if you want. Here we go.
Hello, my name is Adeline, and I'm a student in Act Academy. This is my sculpture. I represented a bird, but not a classic bird. It's bird original.
Boy, it sure is. Well, I have to tell you, this is, you worked so hard, and this is such your creation. I really didn't contribute much to you other than a discussion about feathers. So when you look at this and you see the feathers in here, I gave her an idea and she ran with it, and I just love it. The face is really kicking for me. Rick Baker has done a bunch of makeups that involve kind of humanoid faces with beaks to great success. And to me, this is of that family. And once again, you knocked it out of the park. This is just wonderful. I also love little tiny toenails. What's going on there? And well, you put your heart in it, and I appreciate your hard work. And also, I love the expression in here. We have this, and we have this. Look at the little nostrils. And of course, the little bird tongue, which is real true to nature. It's funny because it's very conservative. This is a fantasy piece, but you also have little areas that are quite realistic, like the mouth. So it works for me on several levels. Thank you so much. Yeah, and what a great attitude too. Happy throughout and searching. You were always looking for the right tool or the right answer, and that's the way to be. Well, we're going to wrap it up. I'm going to take just a moment and put on my spectacles. I want to thank Richard Masson for putting together this wonderful opportunity for myself and all of these young artists. It's priceless. I'll remember this as long as I live. I want you to look below in the description. If you're in Lille, if you're in this part of the world, I want you to contact Richard and find out about his class schedule. I'm coming to the prosthetics event this year that's put on by Neil Gordon. That's going to be in November. I want you to come by and shake my hand. I'd love to meet you. And we're also going to be doing our class, the full head class in Aylesbury with Gordon Studios. I don't think there's any spots left, but you can contact him for information on that class, and that's also in the middle of November. Most important, I want to thank these students. Once again, I can't say it enough. In fact, I'm not even going to say it. The proof is on the table. When you look on the table, you see these beautiful sculptures, and that's the effort and the focus of these wonderful people. And I thank you guys. You really did it. This has been a phenomenal class. For information on me and my classes in Los Angeles, I want to direct you to my email address, which is donlanning@sbcglobal.net. That's Don Lanning at sbcglobal.net. And I want to thank you out there, our Facebook family, for being so kind to me and our students around the world. You've just been a wonderful source of input and inspiration. Those compliments about the artwork is encouragement, and that's like food for an artist. We thank you so much. And let me have you go back down the line just once. Just go ahead and look at the sculptures really quick, and we'll close it right there. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, David.
Yeah. Just hold your seat just for another minute. She's going to come on by and then we'll break it.
Thank you, Dad.